Okay. Do I look tired? I feel tired. I think I'm gonna take a nap. Let's get started with this video. First question. Who are you? I'm Kelly Jade. That was cheesy, wasn't it? Hello, friends, family, people of the internet. We're going to attempt to have energy today. I have none, but it's good. It's a good day. I posted on my Instagram story asking for questions that you guys might have that you want to ask me. Yeah, you guys asked some real hard ones, some ones that I had to think about, some questions that I just caused some existential crisis in me. Like, what did you eat for breakfast this morning? Why you a snake? You're a snake, Brandon. What's the closest item to your left foot? My right foot. Let's do this. What's your favorite item of clothing that you own? I don't know. I like all my clothes. Or maybe I do. Maybe it'd be this. My flannel shirt. For those of you that have been around on my Instagram for a little while, you would know that I wear a lot of flannel, and I used to kind of have like this iconic red-blue flannel, and that one tore, unfortunately, so I haven't found a red-blue flannel replacement, but that purple one kind of works. I really like it. It's like 3 times the size of me, but I kind of really dig it. I think it's a vibe. What is your favorite photo you've taken? Whenever I see one of my photos, I think of the memory behind it. I was with some friends of mine that are in a band when they went to studio to record some of the songs for their album, and I was just taking photos. Yeah, I got this photo. It's nothing profound or never been seen before, but in the moment I was trying to take the photo because I had the idea in my head and I thought that I couldn't get it right. And I just, kind of gave up on that idea. And then when I got home and like edited those photos, I saw that one. I actually got the shot, and so it's not necessarily one that's like the most amazing photo I've ever taken in my life, but it was one that was kind of like a whoa moment for me. Maybe this one. I actually took this with my friend's phone, her iPhone. We went on to our one university campus here. They snuck me on. And yeah, we were there quite late, just taking photos and hanging out. I saw this downlight coming down on the side of the one building, and yeah, I told my friends to go stand there, and this is the pose that we came up with. It's not like the most amazing photo you're ever gonna see. It's just the memory behind it is so good for me and speaks of the kind of style that I try to have with my own photography. What's the most unexpected thing you like about YouTubing? I didn't expect to enjoy being on camera. I thought it was going to be really hard for me to see myself on camera. It's actually been pleasantly surprising in that I've enjoyed being on camera, and I don't necessarily love seeing myself, but it wasn't as hard on me as I thought it would be. I think we all have a lot of insecurities and stuff like that, and it's just really cool to be able to see myself from the perspective of what other people would see. What's your wildest photography adventure? I wouldn't say this is necessarily an adventure or wild of any sort, but it was kind of like a whoa moment for me in my photography. I went with a client of mine a couple years ago when I was freelancing to Zambia. He had a tour there and he just wanted us to take photos and film the whole thing. And we kind of just stepped out quickly the one afternoon into one of the nearby fields and stuff like that to take photos. And I was messing around with portrait photography at that point. It was kind of like a really cool thing to be thinking, oh, I'm in Zambia at the moment taking photos. Yeah, that was cool. How many hoodies do you have? I used to have a lot more, but when I cleaned out my cupboard, I threw away quite a bit. I think I have 5 now. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I have no idea. It's a very good question. Hopefully in a different country, not because I hate South Africa, just because I want to live in other countries. When did you decide photography is your thing? I think it was when I was 19. I had my first paid job as a photographer. Myself and the person that I worked with at the time had a job. It was our first job together, and yeah, I think it was that time when I was like, oh, okay, cool. People actually pay me to do this thing. I'm gonna do it. So yeah, I guess it's not some like super heartfelt story, but that was one of the moments where I was like, okay, cool. I would like to do this for the rest of my life. Would you ever do anything other than what you do now? I'm not super attached to my career. I do think that photography and videography will always be a big part of my life, but I'm not opposed to trying different things. Like I have a weird fantasy of becoming a barista in like Europe somewhere for whatever reason. I don't know. But yeah, I am looking at upskilling in different things that I'm interested in. Maybe in the distant future when I've got some wisdom to share, I'd become an author. I think that would be really fun. Not answering that because that's inappropriate. How old were you when you took your first photo? I think I was 17 years old and it was with my mom's camera. I just went into the garden and took some photos. I'll put up that photo here now. Photo or video? I will never choose between the two. I love them both for different reasons. They're both like my mediums of choice when it comes to expressing my art. How do you find being vegan? I'm not vegan, I'm pescatarian, and it's great. Do you really have a banana tree in your room? I do have a banana tree in my room. I got it for my 21st birthday and I love it. Can you play any musical instruments? No. I can play a little bit of keyboard, but like not enough and not well enough to say that I actually play the instrument. I just know how to find some of the chords and stuff like that, and yeah. And like a few years ago, I think I was 18, I picked up bass guitar and put it down like 6 months later. Why photography? I'm not good at anything else. I connected with it. It was the way that I felt I could express myself best. And I think that's about it. Thank you for your questions if you sent in a question. And if I didn't get to your question, I'm so sorry about that. If you don't follow me on Instagram, here's my handle. Go give me a follow, I'd appreciate it. And you can see what I'm up to on the day-to-day there. If you liked this video, give it a massive thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully you've learned a little bit something about me today. Yeah.